Hi, I'm Dave. Or should I say 540 Merlin. For those of you who don't know me, the two cars I drive on a daily basis are a big block 1969 Camaro putting out 930 horsepower and a big block 1970 Corvette putting out 700 horsepower. My viewers ask a lot of questions. A lot of the questions are the same question over and over again. So I thought I'd make this video explaining the answers to the questions that I get asked more frequently. And how better to do that than to create a video of Dave interviewing 540 Merlin. But don't worry, there are some gratuitous burnouts thrown in for good measure. I hope you enjoy the video. Hi, I'm Dave. Today on the show we have the one and only, the infamous Mr. Big Block, or I'd rather walk, 540 Merlin. Hey, thanks. I'm so glad to be here. Good to see you. So let's start at the beginning. Where does the name 540 Merlin come from? Well, it's kind of ironic. It's the name of the first 540 crate engine I was screwed with by Bill Mitchell. I was not fully impregnated when I started my YouTube account, and the name has become too well known to change, so here I am. That sucks. Oh well, kind of like the name. A question I know you get asked a lot: what does it cost to drive a car like one of those? First, you need to buy or build one. That's six figures, $100,000 to $200,000. People ask about gas mileage. They get 5 to 10 miles per gallon. That's about 50 cents a mile. Gas is cheap. Repairs and maintenance is about $5 a mile. So at 1,000 miles per month, repairs and maintenance is $5,000 per month. And that's about what it costs to drive a 900 horsepower, 41-year-old muscle car. I budget $10,000 a month because I have two cars and I tend to drive them more than 1,000 miles each month. The next obvious question: what do you do for a living? Yeah, that tends to be the next question. I'm a professional engineer. I own my own engineering company. I make decent money most of the time. Are these really daily drivers? Yes. I drive them to and from work every day, and for business and personal use. Around 1,500 miles a month. I don't drive them in the snow if I can see it coming, but it does happen. The Corvette's actually pretty good in shallow snow. Good weight distribution, posi, aggressive tires. So how on earth do you decide which one to drive in the morning? At $5,000 per month, they're in the shop a lot. It seems like all the time. Commonly, they're both there for weeks at a time. I once rebuilt 3 540s in a 3-month period, so I drove the Mustang GT convertible for a while. I often drive the one that is running. That's how I decide. That's why I have two. If they're both running, it's a pretty tough decision. The one that just got back from the shop, maybe I'll alternate from one day to the next. Sometimes I need more space, so I take the Camaro. It's got a trunk and a back seat. Do you ever get bored driving them every day? No, never. Not for a second. What's the best part of each car? Corvette, the way the whole package works together, just like it was built by GM, drives perfect. The Camaro, the way the power comes on at $6 grand, and when it should be running at RPM, like a rocket. There's nothing like it between 6,000 and 7,000 RPM. It's just kind of the worst. The Corvette, wheel up, drives me insane. Camaro, the ride, it's kind of like a covered wagon. Corners nice and flat, but it rides like a truck.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, definitely. And it changes from one day to the next, from one car to the other on a regular basis. Depends how long since it's been in the shop and how long you've been driving.
Which car is better?
The Vet. I have way more money into it because it's a Vet and it costs more. And it works better. Camaro is a killer car, but the Vet is just better. At least that's how I feel today.
If you had to sell one, which one would go?
You mean the day the world
Yeah.
ends? Well, the Camaro would go. I'd have the Vet for 22 years, the Camaro only 3. Plus I'd take such a huge economic loss, sold the Vet. Camaro's not so bad.
Do you ever run out of video ideas?
It's getting harder and harder to make burnout videos. There's only so many ways you can film a burnout. But I still have a couple of ideas. Non-burnout videos are endless. I keep a list of ideas, write things down, don't forget.
Do you get a lot of tickets or hassled by the police?
You can't begin to imagine. The worst was the black '69 Camaro with the white stripes I had before my current red one. Total cop magnet. I estimate that an average over the last 6 years, probably been pulled over monthly. That's 72 times in the last 6 years. And most of the time I'm not doing anything that I should be pulled over for. Most of the time, anyway.
Are you adopting any fans from YouTube?
I keep getting asked that. I'm trying not to adopt any YouTube fans. Thanks for asking.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Anytime.